This is going to be a completely freeform video that is just thrown together semi-willy-nilly because, honestly, I have to put this out there before I forget it and move on from it, so here it is. The image in the background lacks some context, and honestly, I could probably go out and find, well, I have the whole fucking transcript if you want access to it. It'll be linked in the description box below, but it says, truthful statements can be presented in a manner that would meet the definition of hate speech, and not all truthful statements must be free from restriction. Just let that sink in a moment. Stating a true fact not all of them must be free from restriction. I'm honestly genuinely at a loss for words. I discovered this after the stream with Eric the Keck, which there'll be a link to in the description box below, where we ended up speaking for almost 5 hours and streamed for about 3.5. We plan on doing more of it, if anyone's wondering. And I came across this after the conversation was done with him, or we would have fucking laid into this thing. But I was going through some of my links and some of the files I've saved into why you should avoid the hell out of Reddit if you have any common sense. And I came across this thing of absolute disgusting beauty. This right here is handed down by the Supreme Court of Canada. So the Supreme Court of Canada believes that truthful statements can be presented in a manner that would meet the definition of hate speech, and not all truthful statements must be free from restriction. Now couple that with M103 trying to determine if whether or not the government should quell the public fear or concern or idea regarding Islamophobia. You've got Sharia law right there coming out. And that's not even alarmism. I fucking wish it was alarmism. I fucking wish it was something, just completely batshit absurd, but it's not. The courts have selectively presented that a true statement can meet the definition of hate speech and by such should be restricted. The benefits of suppression of hate speech and its harmful effects outweigh the detrimental effect of restricting expression, which, by its nature, does little to promote the values underlying freedom of expression. So suppressing hate speech is beneficial to freedom of expression. Fuck me. What more can you fucking say? What more could I possibly fucking add to this? If you support M103 after hearing this, I'm sorry, but you're a fucking idiot. There's no two ways about it. And you can say, well, it's probably not going to apply. It should never have to be considered. Hate speech laws are moronic by their definition, but hate speech right here has been stated by the Supreme Court of Canada in 2013 that some speech, no matter how truthful it may be, no matter how factual it may be, in the defense of hate speech, should be restricted. It should never come to the table. That should be a complete non-starter. There is no fucking point in which what someone says should be restricted. End of. And the justification that it does not promote the values underlying freedom of expression, that is fucking retarded. The underlying value of freedom of expression is the ability to speak your mind freely. End of. There is no middle ground, there is no gray area. It is very much a black and white thing. So with Bill C-16 and M103, we're headed towards a fucking disgustingly dark time. And I honestly fear for Canada at this point. I wish I could have a more enjoyable video to listen to and something less doom sounding, but how else am I supposed to present this? This sounds like it's a long con towards Sharia law. If you disagree, please, by all means, point out where I'm wrong. Please. Someone tell me I'm wrong.